Hello, I wanted to record this video to show you how Dr. Frost Maths can tailor your revision so that you can improve your grade effectively. And it does this using two sections, using the past paper section and the progress by topic section. So let's have a little look and let's get it started then. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get to a couple of sections. Now notice I've created a fake account called Joe Blogs. Now the first thing I'm going to show you how to use is the past paper section. Now there's two ways you can get to this. You can either get to it down here by clicking past papers, but you can also get to it at the top here by clicking on practice and past papers here. So if I click on that, you can see that pretty much every single exam board in the UK is here. Now the exam board that we're using currently is OCR, so we're going to click on OCR, and here you've got every single past paper that has ever come up in OCR. Now the newer papers and the new style GCSE are these 9-to-1 papers here. So if you're doing foundation or if you're doing high, you can click on one of these ones. And these are all the papers for the foundation for the new style GCSE. You can look at the older papers, even older than that, the legacy section here. But if you want, so you can do as many papers as you want, but if you want to really focus your revision on the new style questions, this is the one we need to look at here. So if I want to have a go at this question, this past paper, I can click here, and this will open up all of the questions here. And all I need to do then is click on practice this worksheet, and this will give me the past paper for me to have a little go at. So I can go here, write down the mathematical name of this angle. So let's write that in, acute, submit answer. Brilliant, there you go. And it tells you whether you're correct or not. If you get it wrong, it also tells you whether you're right or wrong, so you can see and improve instantly. You can also skip some questions if you want. So here, if I type in, let's say, the wrong answer, which is vertical, we should know that they are parallel lines, but if I type in vertical and click submit answer, it gives you a little cough to show you that you've got the answer wrong. And then it tells you what the answer is, so you can start to improve here. So this is the full past paper for that OCR. Now that's the starting point for this. The bit that's really, really exciting is the progress by topic section. Now this is the part where I want you to focus the most. So once you've done quite a few past papers and you've actually got all this data, now you take note this data doesn't just come from the past papers, this also comes from your homeworks or your topic tests that you do on here. Every single question that you've ever done on Dr. Frost is stored. And if you go to assess in this top right here and progress by topic, this will take you to this part here. Now the part we need to click on is the left and click on the strand. Okay. Now there are 4 strands in maths and they're at the top: algebra, data handling and probability, number and shape and space. So these are the ones that we use for GCSE. Those top 4 there. So I'll say them again: algebra, which is this one here, data handling and probability, number and shape and space. So they're the 4 that you'll need to look at. So if I click on algebra here, this gives me a breakdown of all of the questions that I've done on Dr. Frost. And not only that, it gives you a red, amber, green to show you which topics you're good at and which topics you need to work on. Now this is really, really important because this shows you exactly the questions that you need to work on. So if I have a look at Joe Blogs here, which I created, I can see that he needs to work on expanding 2 or more brackets, because every single question I've attempted on that I've got wrong. Expanding single brackets I'm absolutely fine with, so I don't need to work on that. So I just need to work on this one here, or the amber ones as well, because actually I've only got 50% right there, so I probably do need a little bit more work on that. However, I'm going to focus on this one here because I've been getting red on this one here. So once you know specifically which questions or which topics you need to work on, you can click on this button on the right hand side which says watch video. So if I click on watch video here, that takes me to this section. So in this section here, you can now watch a video on that topic that you know you need to work on. So you should be watching this video,
multiply them together in algebra when we have two things next,
and then you can copy down in your notes the questions from here, making sure you're focusing on the things that you know you need to work on. So you should copy this video down to make sure that you understand it. Don't just watch the video, make sure you're copying it down as well. So once you've copied that video down, you've got a few options. You still need to now make sure that you are practicing this skill to make sure you've learnt it after the video. And you can do this using 3 parts here: practice this skill, standard topic test, and advanced topic test. So I just want to practice for now. So I'm going to click on practice this skill. So if I click on practice this skill, it selects the part, or it selects the question that you know you need to work on. Now on this right hand side here, you can, if you want to, you can select your difficulty. Now you don't need to change that, because actually what Dr. Frost does, which is also really amazing, is it knows which questions you need to work on. So if you don't select any difficulty on here, it will just give you, it will start off with grade 1, and then it will give you some grade 2, and then it will give you some grade 3. So it actually builds you up as you're going through. Now if you want to, you can select your author, which is for us OCR, but you can also pick Edexcel or AQA or WJEC, which is the Welsh Exam Board if you want, or you can just leave it. So you can click start. Now just a little note at this stage, if you know that you don't want to do the easy questions, so it's broken up into 4 parts. 1 is your very simple questions, 2 is kind of your trickier questions, and 3 is your problem solving questions, and 4 is just really, really hard. I'd probably stay away from 4. So 1 is your simpler questions, so kind of just your basic questions to make sure you understand it. 2 is a little bit harder, so kind of the numbers are a little bit harder when you're introducing negatives, and 3 is the problem solving. So they're the sections, so you could pick on 1, 2 or 3. However, you could, if you want, just click start, and if you just click start, it will generate questions based on where you are. So it actually tailors the questions for you depending on whether you've got ones right already. So if I click on start here and click on start, then it will take me to a question for me to work on after I've watched my video. So I'll just give it a second. And there's a question. So this is a question based on that video. And then I can work that out, and then I can show. So let's just say if I get it wrong, submit answer, it will say, wink, wink, you've got that wrong. You need to have another go. But then it also tells you what the answer is. So, now I think the thing that's really important is you don't just need a computer to do this. You can actually do this on your phone as well by clicking on these 3 lines in the top right here. So if I click on this, you can either go on to practice past papers there, like so, and this will bring up all of the past papers, very similar to the way it did on the computer. But also you can click on this progress by topic section, which is under assess here, progress by topic. And then remember, you want to click your strand, which is the algebra, data handling, number and shape of space. So if I click on algebra, it's the same questions, and I'm going to click on expanding 2 or more brackets, and there I can click on the watch the video, and it will take me to that on my phone as well. Super. Now the reason
things next to each other, it means we're multiplying them together.
Now the reason that I feel this is really important and really effective is because this is targeting the revision for you. So Dr. Frost, you're not just doing past papers over and over and making the same mistakes and getting the same questions right. Dr. Frost uses a personalised section telling you exactly which questions you need to work on, and then you can improve your grade focusing on the questions that you know you need to work on. Now sometimes, let me just very quickly show you this, sometimes when you're on the progress by topic section, if I was to, let's say, select expand 2 or more brackets and click watch the video here, so going back to that,
things next to you.
Sometimes you might find that the video was too hard and you weren't sure what to do. And if that's the case, then you need to have a look at under here. Watch these first. So if you feel as if the video in that progress by topic section is too hard, then maybe you need to go back and watch the videos which link before that. Okay, so these are 2 videos here which link back to this video, so collecting like terms. So you might want to watch this video before you watch that video there. Again, making sure that all of this is tailored for you, which is the most important part. So if I just go show you one more time, progress by topic. On the left hand side here, we've got algebra, data handling, number, shape and space. Let's look at a different one for me now. Let's click on number. So this one here is not so great, but I know I need to work on this one here, converting from a normal number to standard form, because I've only got 1 out of 3 of these right. So this gives you a detailed breakdown of exactly what topics you need to work on, which I feel as if is amazing, because you're then focusing your revision, and that's when you start to increase your grade, because you're improving on the topics that you keep getting wrong. Alright, thank you for watching this video. I hope that helps. Remember to, you still need to make sure you're doing this. You can't just watch 1 or 2. You've got to do the past papers and have a go at the past papers, but then you have to watch the videos, and that still takes time. But if you do this and you're focusing on the areas which you know are weaker, then you know you're going to improve your grade, because they're the questions that you keep getting wrong. Alright, have a lovely day.